Hello from another stunning hotel room view. I am in Agistri for my birthday, and I have stayed here in this hotel before. It's called Hotel Alexandra, and I picked it again because of this amazing view of the beach here. And there are some people down on the beach, but it's a little bit chilly for me. It's very windy around the corner, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be swimming on this trip, but I just wanted to get out on an island while it was still nice. It is October 30th, and I'm actually surprised at how many places are still open here. I came here like 4 years ago in October, and it was like the beginning of October, and most everything was closed. I mean, there's still most everything closed, but it's now almost the end of October. There's still sunbeds on the beach. So that's kind of interesting. And there are a lot of tourists here. Like, I don't know if they're just here for the day. A lot of people come from Egina for the day, which you can see very clearly off in the distance, because it's still nice. It's like 22 degrees, which is about 70, I think. Agistri has this beautiful blue dome church, and it's quite large actually, I think, for a small island. And I believe it's Agistri. Yes, Anagirion. My pronunciation of that is not great, but beautiful. And at night, if they still do it, the cross is in a neon blue. It's very cool, actually. There are actually two ports in Agistri that you can go to. One is Scala, and that is where I am. And the other one is Meglohori, or Milos. If you see on the map or on Ferry Hopper or wherever you book your tickets, it's probably going to say Milos. The reason I picked Scala is for two reasons. One, they have this nice sandy beach in town, and the slow ferry comes here. If you go to the other port, I believe it's just the fast ones, and I prefer the slow ferry. I'm gonna go put my feet in and see if it is cold or if it's just cool because it's cool out. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's chilly. I don't know if I'll swim in that. If it was a little warmer, I might consider it. But with that breeze, when you get out and you're wet, it feels cold. So I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. It's supposed to be windier, I think, but sometimes they don't get the forecast exactly right here, so you just never know. If you were here in the summer, there are lots of little boats that will take you around the island on a tour or take you to one of the other beaches. I'm gonna try to go to the other beaches tomorrow, or at least one of the other beaches tomorrow, with a taxi. Unfortunately, the bus system has already stopped for the season, which doesn't surprise me at all. There are bike rentals and scooter rentals, but I haven't ridden a bike in, I don't know, at least 10 years, so I'm not gonna chance that. It's a very walkable island. There is sort of this hill behind, but the road is like 10 kilometers long, and it's pretty much flat, like in terms of like not steep hills. I'm sure there are hills, but nothing like crazy. So if you wanted to and you had the time, you could walk to the beaches. I think to Dragonera it's like an hour, and then Aponisos is probably like a 2-hour walk. I've done a lot of walking, and I'm still really sore, so I don't think I'm going to be... That was my original plan, but my back is not happy with me. You can also walk to Milos, Meglohori, whatever you want to call it. It's not long. It's probably like a 20-minute walk, and it's all along here on the water, so that's really nice. Just walking down around the town a little bit and see what's changed. I'm hoping this place is open because this is where I wanted to eat for dinner, but I'm not sure. I ate here 4 years ago and it was fantastic. So far, this is the only rental place that I see open in terms of like renting a bike or a scooter. I'm wondering if they're the only ones left still. Here is the bakery, and it's quite large, and I think if I remember correctly, I did come here last time. It was very good, and I think, yes, they serve coffee as well. I found another one that's open. Looks like they have more selection than the other one. It could just be because it's the end of the season and the other one doesn't have that many out. I don't know, but I have a lot. I've made it all the way back around to the back side of my hotel. There is a pool. I don't think at this time of year it would be, I don't think they ever have a heat on, but you know, and they do have rooms off the pool. So if you have kids, it's a good option. I'm back in my room, so I'm gonna show you around the room. Now, when I stayed here 4 years ago, they did look a little bit different, so they've changed the decorations basically, and I think they've changed the bathroom setup. My room was different, but I looked in another one and it was very similar to this. So now it's more like open concept. I don't mind because I'm here by myself. Now, you still have privacy though. Here, I'll show you the bathroom. So, and then walk in and nice waterfall shower. The other room I stayed in, the shower was like, and the whole bathroom was massive. I do like that this tinted glass is here so you can still enjoy the view but have some level of privacy from the outside. You probably can't see in anyway, but it's just nice that it's an option. And here is the bed. The bed last time I stayed here was really great. And I did sit on it. It's nice and fluffy. And look at this, tons of pillows. Sometimes in Greek hotels you don't get a lot of pillows. This one does a good job. And I'm assuming that if you had a third person, they would make this up into a bed if you needed it. So, but I may read on it later. There's a big TV. And of course the view, that's what you saw earlier. And that's why I booked it. Nice big balcony. It does go around to the other side, although there's not a table over there, but if the wind was coming from over here or the sun, you could move the chair. And that's literally the port over there. So when you walk off the ferry, you can just be here in like 3 minutes. I came back from walking around. I read for a little bit, then I took a nap. And now I'm just sitting here enjoying this spectacular view. I actually slept with the door open so I could hear the waves. I'm walking over to the place that I want to have dinner to see if they're going to be open because it's like a little after 5 o'clock now. And while they're probably not open yet, there'll at least be an indication maybe. Anyway, it's pretty quiet as you can imagine. And now that the sun is going down, everybody has left the beach because it's so cool out. And the wind is picking up. So be an interesting evening, I think. But I'm enjoying myself. I know this wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea to come to an island by themselves for their birthday, but I think it's like the ultimate thing is to treat yourself to relaxation, however that may be. Some people go to the spa. I probably would do that if I wasn't in Greece. But just coming and doing nothing on an island is pretty relaxing for me. Judging by the lack of activity, they are not going to be opening for dinner. So it looks like they might be closed for the season, although some places on the islands will open for the weekends, and obviously it's Wednesday, so that could be it too, because they don't look completely closed. Like usually this would all be like closed off with plastic or wood or something. So maybe that's it, but I will be gone by then. Now I have to decide where I'm going to eat for dinner. Do I eat at my hotel? The place next door also has a restaurant. There is some restaurants at the port, so maybe I'll walk over there and see. I don't have my wallet or anything with me because it's very early, but I really didn't have lunch. I'm getting kind of hungry. This is the other option up here. I guess there might be other options if I wanted to walk all the way down to the other village, but it's too chilly and it's going to be dark soon. Oh, this looks kind of promising. We have like a nice enclosed area. I have fish. I've run into a snag. The place that I chose, this is their last day, so they have a very limited menu. So what I wanted was not available. So I got pork steak with french fries, which would definitely not be even my top 5 choice, but is usually pretty good, so it'll be good. And despite the wind, I am sitting right at the front because, well, why not? And plus, there's this amazing Greek flag here. Well, it may not have been my first choice, but I'm not regretting it now because it looks amazing and it smells amazing as well. And it's huge. You may not be able to see him, but I have someone who would really like a piece of my pork steak. He even tried to get onto the table. There's no manners. You might be able to hear him. Oh, there he goes. I do kind of wonder what this place is like in the summer, since I've never been here in the summer. Because like there are tons of restaurants down here, and there are lots of hotels. So I'm like, it must be pretty decently busy. So I need to come in the summer and check it out. Good morning. I am on my way to the bakery this morning to get something to eat and to get coffee, most importantly. You can't tell it here behind all the buildings, but it's much windier today and there's no one on the beach so far. I don't know if there will be, unless the wind lets up, but according to the weather forecast, it's not supposed to, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to make it to another beach today. Obviously not to swim, just to see it. Got my coffee. I think I'm gonna take it back to my room and sit on the windy balcony, just because it is so nice outside. I don't know, but I see another boat coming this way from Egina. I'm not sure if it's a ferry or a water taxi. I can't see that far, unfortunately. It's actually the Agistri Express, so there's a boat that goes between Agistri and Egina a few times a day, and it's having a hard time getting docked because of the wind. And then the wind is coming from that kind of west-northwest position, so kind of exactly where Agistri sits. It's part of the reason why I do like coming here, because in the summer it's cooler because they get a better wind than Egina, but it can also cause it to be kind of unpleasant when you're trying to get on and off a tiny boat. I am moved over to the other side of my balcony, out of the wind and into the sun, and it actually feels rather warm. Like I said, it's the wind that is causing it to feel cool. So, but I'm almost finished with my coffee now, and I think I'm gonna try to get a taxi to the beach. Let's see how that goes. I have made it to Aponisos. I think I'm saying that slightly incorrectly. Could not get a taxi though. For the first person we called, he said he wasn't available, and the second person just never answered. So very generously, my hotel owner offered to bring me here for like half the price of what the taxis would charge, which was very nice of her because she's very busy, because tomorrow is their last day. So there's a couple of things down here that I wanted to see, because even though I've been to Agistri before, I never came down here. Actually a little island, and I think in the summer there's a restaurant on it, and they have like little beach huts. You can see they go all the way down, so it's supposed to be very nice. And I think in the summer though they do charge like a fee. I'm just going to walk over there for a little bit and show you around, and then show you the other thing that I'm really excited to show you. You can see it's quite rocky, so if you're coming down here, I would suggest wearing water shoes, because it would be even rocky to get into the water. And it looks like they do have the little island closed. The gate is closed, so unfortunately we won't be able to walk over there, but that's okay. You can see what it looks like. It looks like that in the summer there's a fish taverna, which is what I'm standing in now. This would be a great spot to eat. Look at this. You're right on the water here. And I love this island over here. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not sure if up there is a house or if it's a church. And then over in that direction, kind of see between there is Methana, which I have been there. I also really like Methana too. Super peaceful, super quiet. Now I'm going to walk to the next thing. There are all these pink flowers on the side of the road. Well, there's some down there that are a little bit better, but they're called Clindamys. She said it for me, and now I can't pronounce it. I've been given one as a plant, and I killed it because I overwatered it, but they're really pretty. And they're just going wild here along the road. There we are. See? And they just go on and on. This is the other thing that I'm coming to see. This is the lake. It's a brackish lake, so it's got some sea fed in it, but it's a great place for wild birds and things. So I'm gonna walk around some of it. I don't know if I'll walk around all of it, but just wanted to come down and see it. There aren't very many lakes on the islands here, so it's pretty unique. It is quite a big lake. So over there is a horse riding place. You can, I guess, rent horses to ride. And then it goes all the way, and you can see maybe where it meets, if it's, that high enough where the sea comes in. We'll walk around this side for a little bit. Can't get too close though, because it's super muddy, so I don't want to get stuck somewhere where I'm gonna get stuck in the mud. I did wear real sneakers today. You guys would be proud of me. I'm not wearing my flip-flops. On this side, you can kind of see how salty it is. I'm glad it hasn't rained in a while, because I think this would be very hard to walk on. In case you're wondering, no, it does not smell. There's no salt smell, there's no gross smell. It just is like that. Now, maybe in the summer it would be, or if there was no breeze, but it's fine now. Where the seawater is coming in. It's very, very windy right here, but I will say I would not want to do this in the summer because there's no shade. So I'm not hot at all. It feels really great out. I hope you guys can hear me. I really wanted to fly my drone over here, but as you can see, that's not going to be possible. I decided to try to walk to Liminaria, which is a town on the way here. Even though I told them to pick me up here, she told me to call her, so I can just call her and tell her to pick me up there. According to the map, it's 0.6 miles. And I don't remember it being particularly, hard road, so we'll see. Part of it is I seem to have no cell phone service. So in order for me to call her, I need to get to more civilization. It is so peaceful in here and quiet, and the trees are super fragrant. And I don't think I'll be able to get it on video, but there's some birds crossing the road. I'm not sure what they are. They might be ducks, because there might be water here, but I'm not sure. There's one on the road. Oh, maybe they're quail of some kind. There's another one up the road. It's calling for something, or letting them know that I'm nearby. Yes, I think they're warning each other. Oh no, they're calling each other. He's turned around. But of course I'm in the way. I don't know if you can see it. There he goes. They're very beautiful, whatever they are. I made it. It was really just that hill that was a little bit difficult for me, but not too bad overall. It's a little warm in the sun, but I do have water with me, so I'm fine. I know it doesn't look like much, but wouldn't that be a fabulous place to renovate and live in, paint it white, keep those doors that color? That's part of the reason I wanted to walk back to Liminaria as well, because when I drove through, it looked really cute. So I'm not gonna spend too much time here because I need to call the lady and tell her that I'm ready to come back, and then tell her that I'm in Liminaria. So, not really going to save her a whole lot of time, because driving it's probably only 5 minutes, but just wanted to come here. See, here's another amazing building, and it's really quiet through here. It seems that the people that were riding their bike have also kind of stopped here for a drink in the little square. We don't get a lot of fall color in this part of Greece, but this ivy is turning this lovely shade of red on top. It's beautiful, quiet. There's a church over there. And this amazing rosemary plant, look at that. It's even got flowers on it. The ferry has arrived. But look how beautiful Egina looks in the sunset. It's this lovely pink shade. I absolutely love this room, and the view from here is perfect. Well, there isn't much left open at this point, so I'm just at the hotel 2 doors down from mine called Oasis. But everyone is here. Okay, not everyone, but a lot of people are here. They had all sorts of meat specials, but since I had such a big piece of pork last night, I think I'm gonna have mushroom risotto. Here it is, looking very fancy in this bowl/plate thing. But it smells great. I'm sure it's gonna taste great too. That was excellent, and I'm very full. And look at Egina, all shiny off in the distance. Calomina, everyone. Believe it or not, it's November 1st. I have to check out of my room, but I wanted to come out here one more time and look at the beautiful view. I'm not leaving till much later today though, so still have some things I want to go and see. So here in a minute, I'm going to go and have breakfast. Yesterday and today, I heard the bells of the church, and I couldn't figure it out because it's Thursday and Friday. But apparently, it's the name day of the saint that the church is named after. So that's why. And my hotel gave me this lovely almond cookie that was like a paste almost, but it was really good as a sort of a treat for the day. Because I have all day, I'm going to go have a sit-down breakfast instead of just getting a coffee at the bakery. And this will probably be my only meal until I get home, because it's 11:15, so it'll be sort of a very late breakfast, early lunch. Every day that I've been here, these 2 tour boats come and dock here for a couple of hours, but I'm not sure where they're coming from, and I'm not sure if they come from Piraeus or if they're coming from Egina. I mean, they probably go to Egina too, but not really sure. They're very interesting. They look nice. At least at this time of the year, it's not so crowded. I had walked down here to see what Skilly Beach is like, but it's tiny and it's quite a hike to go down. And I have no intention of getting in the water, so we'll just admire the tiny beach from above. You see this path over here. Usually that's the way to Halkidi Beach, but because of the high risk of fire, they've blocked it off. They don't want people trekking through in case a fire starts. It is quite the trek from what I understand. I don't know if you can get there from the road, because there's a road that goes above where I am that goes by there, but I think this is the path that usually people take. But I'm not going to go in there if that's the case. And I can see like there's a lot of dried pine needles, so it makes it very dangerous for fires. The path looks pretty worn though, so it's probably fine to walk on. I wouldn't wear just my flip-flops though, because I think you have to go down some rocks once you get there, so just FYI. And the path, there's just hotel after hotel, and of course most of them are closed. And it looks a little sad down here. That's my ferry off in the distance, so it's time for me to say goodbye to Agistri and for you too, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.